In our league, our job is to build habits, discover tendencies, and dictate. We want to dictate where players go. So in this league, what we're doing is defensively, we're making sure players don't get to go to their dominant hand. Most players' A move, B move, and possibly even C move is to their right. So we want them to play with their D, E, and F move. So here we force player to the left. Show your hands. When you show your hands, you can get away with a lot of contact and create turnovers. Our job is to speed players up to their less dominant hand where they're not nearly the same passer, finisher, or attacker. Even here, right off the jump, we make sure that they get the ball to the left side and can't come back. A lot of players will turn the ball over on their own. Many players can attack with their right, but they can only dribble with their left. And since they can't attack with their left, we make them play fast. And when they play in traffic, usually that's going to lead to a turnover. I find myself reminding players and parents, especially young ones, that you're only as good as your habit. So here in our league, if you drive right and score, you get 3 points. Everything else, you only get one. So it tells players to influence the ball to the left side of the floor where there's less space. So being big help. And you do that by doing drills. So they naturally and instinctively do what's right. Instinctively, players will play most of the game on the right side of the floor. By influencing it to the left, if you do it right, you get them play 80% of the game on the left. So now as a team, they have to learn how to influence the ball where they want it and dictate. So here with the older group, you can see that the ball is being influenced to the left, and then they keep running into less and less space. And now they're on the side of the court where they're not really great attackers. Very similar here. We have the ball on the right side of the floor. We influence it to the left, and once it's there, we need it to stay there. So we do 6-inch hops and make sure that the ball gets further and further to the left side of the floor where they eventually run out of space and have to take a really, really tough shot. If they make those, our job is to make players less efficient. So again, when we influence the ball to the left side of the floor, now they have less space and we have multiple players over there. Players struggle making plays when the ball is in their left hand. And the first thing you want to do as a young player is become a really, really good team defender first. And even if the offensive player does attack, we still have a low man that forces him to make a finish with his weak hand at the rim. And those are always going to be difficult to make and is a very low efficient shot. We also show players how to trap. Show your hands. When you show your hands, you get away with a lot of contact. Foul them with your chest. By learning these drills and the laws of defense and basketball, you'll learn how to get better offensively and defensively. Becoming a great team defender, meaning learning to rotate, learning to actually trap, is going to help you add value to yourself so you can be more valuable to your own teams. And again, just like we learned in our training sessions and our league sessions, we influence the ball to the left hand, we create a trap, and it becomes really difficult to get out of there once kids start trapping and showing their hands properly. We can also send players to their dominant hand and then cut them off. Now that we cut them off, now they have to go back left where there'll be a second defender showing up to steal the ball. We also do drills to bait traps. Once we get players to throw it over our head, we go and practice trapping and fouling with our chests. Constantly mirroring the ball, not reaching for it, so we can create better and easier turnovers for ourselves. So now this is our 7th grade game and the AAU game. We probably don't do the best at keeping them, coming at an angle that keeps them in the trap, but we eventually do send them back and then get a really good trap at the end of the day. Same thing here. We make them throw it over our heads, and as soon as they take the bait, we get a trap, and then we get an opportunity at a turnover. So come out, try out one of our leagues so you can learn to use less energy and less court to make sure you get offensive players to do exactly what you want. One way to impress a coach is by doing something that they haven't taught you. We'll see you guys soon.